Do you wanna? Do you wanna? Do you wanna get down?
Hello everyone, welcome to the nail tutorial of Jay Chic. I'm your nail professional, Jay Labossiere. I'll be demonstrating how you can do a Muck Luxe winter slippers designed nails, and it was inspired by my favorite house slippers. And this is what they will look like at the end. First off, I'll be using a primer from OPI. It's called Bond Aid, and it's a pH balancing agent. Basically, it dehydrates your nails to prepare it for polish adhesion. To base coat it, I used one from Orly. It's called Bonder, and it's one of my favorite base coats because it's a rubberized base coat. I feel that it adheres my nail polish a lot better. For nail lacquer, I used one from OPI, and it's called You Don't Know JayChicNails. For acrylic, I used a variety, a few from Folk Art, Deco Art, and Americana, and this is what they look like. This is the red that I will be using for the first set of acrylic, and a pink one, and I'll be using white acrylic throughout the end of this demonstration. I'll be using also a few set of brushes. There's two that are from American Painter, and it's called an angular brush. Looks just like that. And another one from American Painter, and it's called a chisel blender. And one from Le Cornet Taclon, and it's a round brush. Looks just like that. And those are the brushes I'll be using to load with acrylic. And for the glitter, I'll be using one from Sally Hansen, Hard as Nails, Extreme Wear. And the product is called Strobe Light 4860-11. And to top it off, I'll be using one from Orly's Won't Chip. And I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. Now, if you feel a little bit hesitant to complete this because you don't think that you'll achieve the exact result, just keep practicing, you'll get to it, and if anything, it might look better than mine. So please keep an open mind, and I'll see you in a little bit. After washing your hands and using antibacterial hand sanitizer, you'll want to file your nails in the shape you wish to form. For mine, I do a square tip with round edges. And to properly file them, you want to do it from the outer edge towards the middle on one side and the other, because doing a zigzag motion is just going to create tears on your outer edge. Now, buff your nails, and do so by doing it from left to right, using the coarse end of the buffer first and finishing off with the smoother side. I naturally have ridges on my nails, so I use a buffer to create a smoother template for my nail polish. Next, use your primer. I used OPI's Bond Aid, and it's a pH balancing agent nail dehydrator. So that's what you want to use before you use your base coat. And I used one from Orly's Bonder. And for my nail polish, I used OPI's You Don't Know JayChicNails. Next, prepare your acrylic paint. For the first step, I did a French tip and used a pink acrylic. Take your chisel blender brush or any brush of your choice to create your French tip, and choose any acrylic of your choice. I'll be using a pink acrylic for my French tip. So dip your chisel blender brush and just create a French tip. I'll be using my left ring finger for this demonstration. Your French tip doesn't have to be perfect, because when we put on our glitter polish, it's just going to camouflage some of the parts that we didn't get to polish around, like there's parts here that aren't completely filled. So your glitter polish later on is going to mask some of the floss. Next, take your round brush or any brush of your choice to create the lines inside of this design. It looks like a brick wall or something. So I'll be dipping this in my red acrylic paint. You can use any acrylic paint of your choice, but for this I'll be going a little bit festive, so I'll be using red. I just want to create a straight line Like I mentioned with your French tip, it doesn't have to be perfect because once you go over this with your glitter polish, it's just going to mask some of the floss and you wouldn't really be able to tell if it were straight or not. You don't want to load your brush too much because by doing that you're just going to create thicker lines, and for this design we want to create thin lines. And we're just going to be doing a checkered effect. So just create squares between every other gaps like I'm doing right now. And if you want to make your lines a lot more bolder, just fill it in some more with some more paint. Next we'll be using our glitter polish, and I'll be using one from Sally Hansen. It's called Hard As Nails Extreme Wear, and it's a strobe light 4860-11. Like I mentioned earlier, I'm just going to put glitter on top of the acrylic, and it's just going to create a layer, and basically what it will do is make that acrylic a lot more smoother looking. So as you can tell right now, you see a little bit of bumps, but if we put polish over that, it's just going to look smooth and perfect. So let's do that. Let's take our polish and apply only one coat. Take your angular brush or any brush of your choice and dip it into white acrylic or any colored acrylic of your choice. Now this is going to be the flowers that will be on top of our glitter polish. And what we want to do is just kind of make a little snowflake flower. And use your angular brush tip, point it down, and just create 4 sections as if you're doing petals. So take the pointed part of your brush and just dab it on your nail to create a line. By doing this, you're not actually drawing a line in, but your brush is doing it for you by just pressing it against your nails. Before applying your top coat, you want to make sure that your acrylic paint is completely dry, because if you put a top coat before it actually dries completely, then it's just going to smear and you'll have to do everything over again. So by doing that, you just want to feel it with one of your fingers to see if it's still wet. If it's reasonably dry, then you can top it off with a top coat. So that's what we'll do right now. And the good thing with this top coat is not only is it a top coat, but it prevents your nail polish from chipping. And this is the final result. Thank you for watching. If you have any questions, please visit my website at jaychic.com. That's jaychic.com. Go to contact and send me an email through there. Or you can go to blogs and post a comment on one of my previous blogs. Again, thank you for your support and hope you have the best set of nails for this holiday season. I'll see you again next time.